Well, over the weekend, I had a couple cars dropped off from the tow lot, and this is one of them. Now, this is also one of them. That's just an inventoried vehicle, I think. We're just going to part that one out. But this is a wagon. So those get saved always. Almost always. If I can save them, I will. And this was always locked when I saw it at the tow lot. It's a 325 XIT. I've never been inside the car until now. Unfortunately, it's got some bumps and bruises right there on the corner. A little ding here. It looks like they hit something. That's probably get popped out, but that's really unfortunate. But the paint looks nice. Like, it's really not bad. The plates expired July of 20. It's got a shredded tire. I wonder what happened there. But this is one of those things that you just don't know what you're going to get. It looks really nice in here, and it smells good, which for a tow lot car, that does not happen. That fell through. That's pretty normal. We got a... Is it good still? I don't think it's good anymore. Dang it. It's got some options. Heated seats. Does not have a heated steering wheel. That's unfortunate. I don't know if you can get that in an E46. Non-sports. It does have xenon headlights, automatic headlights. But this is what the oil change sticker says. Now, when I saw it at the tow lot, I could see the 2, so I assumed it had 230,000 miles, but that doesn't say 230,000 miles. This is 23,948 miles. Huh. If this is a 20-something thousand mile car, I don't know how to feel. Just pop the hood. I mean, it's got some mouse house stuff going on. It's got original radiator hoses. I don't know. It looks pretty decent in here. I don't have a key for it, so we're not going to be able to hear it run today. I'm going to have to get one from BMW. It's going to be the easiest course of action. But I am going to go grab a jump box so we can at least power this thing on and see how many miles are on it, because I am excited. Alrighty. And the negative. Oh, it sparked. Oh man, am I nervous? I'm nervous. We have dome lights. Dome lights. All right, I'm going to press the button. Do you see it? This car has 27,000 miles on it. Oh my God. What a shame. Yeah, we're not crushing this car. No. See, if this car had gone to the place that gets cars, if I don't buy them, this car would end up in the scrap pile, none the wiser. No. Nope. We're going to save this one. I know I don't need more projects. I don't need to do this. This is totally not what I need. But they don't make these anymore. So I think with a little bit of elbow grease and a key, we don't know if it runs and drives. We don't know what happened here. It's unfortunate it's going to have a salvage title now. So this is not ever going to be a collector car by any stretch. But I mean, look how nice look how nice this car is. Nope, this is going back. This is a catch and release. So a little bit about these BMWs. If you get one that has a dot before the odometer, it's called a tamper dot. And there are different places depending on what chassis. But I've seen lots of BMWs at the auction that people swap clusters on so that they show lower miles, try to take advantage of people that don't know any better. So this is my PSA to you all. I will show you where the dot lies on this thing. All right, so when you press the button, there'll be a tamper dot right there, I believe, right underneath the miles. It's just a big dot. If I can dig up a picture of what that looks like, I will put that in this video. All right, moment of truth. Got the jump box. We're gonna see if this 27,000 mile 04325 starts right up. Let's see here. I got a key right out of Germany. Okay. I've already checked the oil. That seems stable enough for what I want to do. Okay. We have power. Let's go see if this brand new key turns everything. All right. It does. Okay. Moment of truth. Will it start? Here we go. Unbelievable. I mean, it's believable for the miles. It's got some brakes, some lights on. See if this is one of those things where you have to turn it lock to lock and everything goes away. Or it probably has something to do with the rear wheel speed sensor from the back tire being so angry. I'm not gonna give it any revs yet. A little ticky. It's almost like it's been sitting for a long time. Bible Moskowitz, he's gonna have to get out of here. This is crazy. Absolutely crazy. Yeah, maybe that is why. It runs great. This, I mean, there's not even any wear on any of this. Like, okay, there's a little bit of wear right there. This poor car. It's good hands now. All right, well, let's see if the AC works. Snowflake. Oh, I heard the compressor turn on. Well, it was already set to cold, so this probably was parked during winter. I don't feel cold air, but oh, there it is. I bet you everything in this car is gonna work. Need to fix that little doohickey. All right, it drives. I had to take the shifter apart. I think the tow lot, or whoever towed it might have messed that up, and it doesn't like to come out of park. Well, we're gonna pull it in here with 3 really nice tires. We're just gonna look at it as a glass, glass half full type of situation. Let's see, does this come out of there? Oh, it works now. Huh, might have just been gummed up. Oh, it's running pretty good. I'm gonna let it run for a little bit and build some temperature because we're gonna be taking this thing home and I don't wanna have any issues. Now, I know what you're thinking. Why don't I just put the spare on it? Well, let me show you something. This is a really old Pirelli tire, which if it was a brand new Pirelli tire, I would still have some concerns. But what's more concerning is the fact that it's a little pregnant. And likely why that is bubbled is the same reason why the other one is exploded. And this car comes with 1 spare tire, not 2. So we're just gonna put a full set of wheels on it just to get it home. Although I will probably end up buying new tires for these wheels because I don't plan on modifying this car at all. So I think that's what we're gonna end up doing. All right, we gotta find a set of wheels and tires for this thing for the ride home. I do have this Z4 in here, which is, it's right, but it's wrong. I can't remember if these are staggered or not. It's because this car is all-wheel drive. I don't think this is a staggered set. I think this might be the set that goes on if I can find the fronts laying around somewhere. Hopefully they have not been broken down yet. I think our tire machine has failed. Yes, tire machine did fail. And look at this. They all the same size. Yep, 225/45. So this is going to be the set that I put on this car for the drive home. So this thing's been running for, I don't know, 20 minutes now. Look at that. All the lights are off in the dash. It's not overheating. I don't know if it's going to charge the battery or not. That's one of those things we'll tell in a little bit. Let me grab the jack and something to swap the tires out with. No, it doesn't look like it's too bad. I mean, the tire's bad, but we knew that. So here's the extent of the quote-unquote damage. Looks like that can pop back in. I don't know if I want to try that now or now. Not. I'll just deal with that later. It's not a big deal. Look how clean everything is in here. It's crazy. I mean, it's dirty, but it's clean. It just wiped some of the dirt away. I don't think it dented anything. So now we're going to put the Z4 wheels on it. And I'm going to be honest with you, I don't really trust those tires much more. But they're not Pirellis. Because these tires, they're from the end of 14. So they're only 11 years, 10 and a half. It's still too old, but all we got to do is, this just has to get me home. That's it. I'm not going to keep these wheels on here. I'm just borrowing them from the shop. Yeah, it looks weird, but it'll get me home. Now I'm going to swap the rest of these over, and I don't have my torque wrench with me. I know. I just got to get home. Relax. Let's get these dirty things on there. All right, the wheels and tires are on. Looks okay. I don't hate it. The other nice thing is, being a wagon, I can easily haul the original wheels in the back of it. So we're going to get that thing loaded up, or get all these wheels loaded up. And then I have to get the license plate off. And I have to put my dealer tag on there so I can legally take this thing down the road. But it's been running for a while. What do you think the odds of it restarting after this are? Low. Oh, it's so angry now. Okay, so it's gonna need a battery. We'll go look to see what we got here. I might have some of the right flavor. We'll see. All right, so she's a big one. It's 94 series. Let's go see what we got over there. All right, I tested everything I've got here. Some of my batteries out of the parts cars. This 9 to 22, so it's well seasoned, and it still has 9 volts in it, and it's the largest 9-volt battery I've ever seen. I mean, it's actually like 10 volts, which I think this one came out of a 330 that fired right up after it came off transport. So I have high hopes for this. I'm going to throw this on the charger for a hot minute, and then we're going to end up swapping the license plate. I'll toss this in the car, and we'll head home. All right, well, I got the plates off of it. Now, normally I would never show the plates that came off of something or whatever. I don't really care too much because you don't cover them when you drive down the road. But these are special plates. Not only are they the previous design, which I think that phased out somewhere around 20 or 21, but being a 4-digit numerical plate, you have to know somebody or be in the state government to have plates like that. You can't just get personalized plates like that. That's interesting. Okay, I jammed a used battery in here. Lights on. This thing was on the charger for at least 8 minutes. Hopefully it's going to be enough. If not, I'm going to have to probably jump it to get it started, but it might charge on the way home. We're going to get everything loaded up and head out. All right, that's fires right up. Got some lights on. I bet they go away when I drive it. This does not have tire pressure monitors, so we don't have to worry about that. I'm gonna do the ballsy thing and leave the jump box here. That's what we're gonna do. It's gonna be fine. All right, well, this isn't going as planned because now the battery light is on. Threw another hot battery in there and it's angry. So let's go see if it's actually charging or if it's overcharging. I don't really want to drive it either way, but we're gonna go find out. So we're charging and I still got a battery light on. So I think I'm just gonna roll with it. I think we're gonna get it home. I can diag this at home. It might need an alternator. I got plenty on the shelf, so I'm not really that worried. I just gotta make it home for dinner. All right, we're just gonna risk it. We're not that far from home. I keep hoping every time I step by the car that the battery light's gonna turn off. No such luck. I mean, it is charging. If it wasn't, it would be dead because there's no jump box hooked up right now. Oh, the brakes are questionable, but hey, the rest of the lights went out. Let's go shut everything down and see what she does on the road. Here we go, taking the abandoned 27,000 mile 325 home. Hopefully we make it. It's got a battery light on, but it is charging. I got electrical load on it, headlights, brake lights, plus fuel pump and all the other good stuff. It's got plenty of bad fuel in it. Seems to be running all right. Shift's okay. Just gotta make it home. All right, let's get on the highway. It's just so good for one of these. Not as good as a manual would have, of course. There's 60 miles an hour. Nothing catastrophic has happened yet. I think we'll be good. That's the test, right? We've gone nice miles. 7 miles is what I meant to say. We've gone 7 miles. And everything is fine. It's just got a battery light. It's not a huge deal. Clearly it just needs a battery. All right, we're getting off the highway. So far, so good. I can tell you that the front end feels a little loose, like maybe control arm bushings. I'm not quite sure if the all-wheel drive cars like this have lollipop bushings like the two-wheel drive cars do. But if it does, those are notorious for failure. Or, I mean, even at low miles, they still age out. And this guy is finally going at a green light. Look at that. We made the light too. All the luck. So now we just got to make it another couple miles home. And see if it restarts. I'll be really curious to see if that battery's in any kind of usable condition. I don't mind buying a new battery. I didn't want to charge a totally flat battery driving this thing home. It's a recipe for letting the smoke out of the battery, and you can't put smoke back in the battery. You really can't put smoke back into anything. We made it. We absolutely, positively made it to where I can pull it the rest of the way with my lawnmower if it conks out here. I'm so happy I didn't have to pull over on the side of the highway. So the battery that was in here that I drove home on with the battery light on was dead as a doornail. I don't even know how dead that is, but very dead. This was the other battery I had. So I threw this battery in here. I had to jump start this thing to get it started, and it's running. And to make everything more complicated, there's no longer a battery light. So the battery light is off now, which maybe it's a stuck diode in the alternator. That's possible. Either way, I think the best course of action at this point is to put a brand new battery in this car. So I'm going to get one tomorrow, turn the old one in as a core, get a new battery in it, and then I'll just drive it around a little bit and see if I can get it to act up again, because it never didn't charge. It just illuminated the battery light. All right, we have put a battery in this thing. You want to help me take it up top, Griffin?
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's see. Is there room for you in the passenger seat? There. Hop in, bud. And guess what? You don't have to wear your seatbelt. Where we're going, we don't need seatbelts. We're just going to go up there. Just relax. I hope it starts. I just put him in a car that I don't know if it'll start. Let's find out. I think it'll start. Oh yeah. I think those lights will turn off. Oh, I might put my seatbelt on. Griffin, you ready to go up to the other driveway?
Yeah.
All right. Oh yeah, I remember this was kind of unhappy. I gotta work on this. It's all gummy in here, like juicy fruit.
You're going back.
I sure am, buddy.
Your turn. Your turn.
He never gets to ride up front, so this is a treat, you know, going so slow we don't even register on the speedometer. We're gonna take it up top and put some different wheels on it. I still can't believe this thing.
You'll make it to go forwards. Wow, we go up.
All right, we made it. How was riding in the front?
Good. Oh, it's mommy's Guantula.
It sure is. Now it's time to put some wheels and tires on it. I know I already put ones that probably look better than what's going on, but these are the factory wheels. I put some new Milestar tires on there. They were cheap. I've had good luck with these tires, and I don't know what the next owner is going to want, if they want to change anything at all, and I feel like going with stock wheels, stock tire size, is probably for the best. So we're going to put a full set of them on the car, and, well, should drive a lot better than some 11-year-old tires off a wrecked Z4. So now the wheels and tires are on it. It drives so good. It drives perfect. This is one of the tightest feeling BMWs that I've driven that hasn't been gone through front to back and had tons of money put in it. It drives great. But again, it's only got 27,000 miles on it. Unfortunately though, the previous owner, or owners, however the situation was of this car, decided to park by feel. This is a pre-PDC or parking distance control car. This doesn't have any kind of way of letting someone know that you're going to run into something. So this is the result. This is quite a bit of damage here, and this is not going to buff out. Like the dents won't, but a lot of the scratches might. Some of the paint transfer will come out. We're gonna try to make it look a little better, and you know it's pushed in right here and right here. And it caught the mirror. They missed the fender. They got the front bumper. And then when we come all the way to the back of the car, a little bit on the rear bumper. Definitely one of those park by feel people. And that's okay. I'm not complaining. You got the car for really cheap. So I'm going to take a minute and use some lacquer thinner and try to clean this up a little bit. Try to get this popped back in its hole. I did that on the other side already from the flat tire. We're just going to try to clean it up a little bit, and then we'll wash the car. I'll clean it up. We'll see how nice we can make this thing without spending a bunch of money, because I am not convinced that it's going to be worth whatever it costs to straighten all of this out. To repaint the front and rear bumper and to do the body work on the two doors and the dog leg. I mean, it's probably thousands of dollars if I were to guess. I'm not a body guy. That's not my line of work, but short of hanging some used doors that are perfect, which I'm just not going to find silver wagon rear door or front door, it's unlikely that I'll find something that looks better. So we're just going to try to get the scratches out of it and see what it looks like. Let's see what a little thinner, lacquer thinner does. Oh, it's the magic eraser. Oh, you gotta love it. Oh, it's still dented. Well, it's a lot better, but there's more. There is no such thing as drive-by braille, just so you guys know. And this is building. This was a building that they hit. I can tell you that because of how easy this stuff comes off. This is like the side of a garage or something. Yeah, you can barely tell. Look at that. Even works good for all this grease and stuff. Now, of course, this car is going to need like a proper detail. I'm not doing that right now. I'm just de-scratching it and getting some of this junk off of it. Looks a lot better. I think it's time to give this thing its first bath. I'm not going to bore you guys with the car wash part of the video. I'm not going to do that. But I'll show you what it looks like once it's clean. Got all the writing off the back window. Wonder how long it's been since this thing's been washed. So I just got done. I'm not a detailer by any stretch. This is not detailed, but I did wash it. And all of this junk, all of this on both sides of the car is stuff out of the door jambs, behind the trim, behind the fuel door. I think I'm the first person to clean those areas ever. One problem this car does have is this. This should drop right away. It's super gummy. We got to figure out how to lubricate that. The other thing is that someone really needed to push the lock button ferociously, or maybe it was a hazard button, but they pushed it through the console. Don't do that. This doesn't take that much force to operate those switches, so we're gonna have to fish that back out. We'll probably have to pop this out. This comes out. It does come out. I know it comes out. It doesn't want to come out. It's all stuck together. Oh, there we go. We're making some progress. So, is there any money in here? Aw, there's some dog treats from 5 years ago. Okay, so that didn't really help me. I forgot that this is kind of sealed off from this. We're going to have to take some more stuff apart to get to that. That's okay. Let's see if we can do this without breaking this. These shift surrounds are super duper fragile. The wood ones aren't so bad. Oh, this is really stuck here. Someone spilled a bunch of stuff on this. This is why we're having the issues we're having. Whoa there, that screw almost left us. Okay, so we can pick up the front of this. We do need to get some more stuff taken out of the back of it. Unless I can pull it up enough to sink my hand back there. Let's give that a shot. Can almost get it out. Hazard button works. Oh. Yeah. And that is gross. Let's get this cleaned up a little bit. So looking at this a little closer, it looks like the console is broken where this sits in here. I could do some things to rig it in there. And let's get this cleaned up and see how it stays in there. It's really unfortunate. They probably spilled something, and then when they needed to press the switch, it was all gummy, so they pressed extra hard, and it just disappeared. I'd love to see their face when that happened. It's probably different than what my face looks like now. I should just take this over to the air nozzle and blow it out. That's what I'm going to do. All right, let's see how this fits in here. Yeah, see, this side still has a ledge, this side doesn't. So if I push on this, it'll go in there. It's still in there pretty well. That might be something I fix. I'm not quite sure how far I want to go with this car. It's definitely usable as long as you are cognizant that that exists in that fashion. So I think the reason that this arm is so stiff is that someone spilled some ick in here. So I've got some ick remover here, brake clean. We're gonna give it a little brake clean bath, very careful, and then we'll see if it loosens anything up. It's better. It's probably gonna need a lot more than what I did. I don't really want to put too much more in there. If this doesn't cure this, then we'll have to take it apart and clean it piece by piece and re-grease everything. So I've been working it. Look at that. I think we're golden. So I screwed up, guys. Anytime a car sits for a long time, and I have no idea if this car actually sat for a while, before you use the windows, it's a good idea to kind of break the bond between the window channel and the glass. Because if you don't, bad stuff happens, and I didn't. I knew better. And now it makes bad noises. And I have to take the door apart and fix it. All right, we're powered on. And I think we're gonna see our problem here in just a second. I'm gonna go up just a little. All right, so I got the window regulator out of the door. It's not terribly hard. And this is what's broken. Right there in the center where this little piece sits, it broke that plastic. All that force from having really dirty window guides and not being open for a long time broke that. My fault. Okay, let's see if we can go back in with this window regulator. This is the new to it regulator. Of course, I did the best thing for the environment. I have a used one here. Hold on. For this repair, I do like to use hand tools. I don't know why, I just like it. I just like the feel of it. That's good. Now we just gotta put everything back together. All right, we're back together. Window regulators on E46s are a dream compared to their predecessors. No rivets, nothing to drill. Much prefer these. So the way you see this car now, I have about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours of time in making it clean. I am not a professional detailer. You could make it look so much nicer with more time investment, but I don't have that commodity in my life. I don't have the time. I just washed it. I power washed all the jams from especially the hatch area. It was filthy. It was filled with stuff. It looks like no one had ever cleaned that out. I also cleaned the wheels, the wheel wells, the engine bay, and the interior and glass. I didn't do any paint correction. I didn't try to fix any scratches. I got some paint transfer off from the right side of the car. But man, it's nice. This is a really nice example, and it should be with only 27,000 miles on it. And it's just wild to me that this car, had I not seen it, had I not taken a picture of this thing and sent it to the owner of the tow lot, this car would have ended up at probably a self-service scrapyard, and who knows what would have been sold off of it, if anything, or it would have gone straight to a crusher. It would have been terrible. Definitely worth putting the effort into. Now, I haven't done a ton of work to this car. This wasn't a car that I had to do a bunch of work to. I simply put a jump box on it, saw the miles, promptly ordered a key that was already programmed from Germany. It was like 75 bucks. And then I threw a battery in it and some tires on it. And that's it. Now, I've driven it about 150-ish miles with relatively no issues. It could use an alignment. Also, being a 21-year-old BMW with zero maintenance history, I think cooling system and fluids would be at the top of my list. But I'm not sure that I'm going to do those things. I feel like the more time I spend working on a car, the more I like it, and the more I can rationalize trying to keep it. And to be completely honest with you, adding another car that has so much overlap to what I already have would be doing everything else I own a disservice. So this one's not going to stick around very long, and I'd much rather keep this one. It's way faster. This, though, will make somebody a nice daily driver, and it doesn't really need a ton of work. It's not a big project. The unfortunate thing, though, is it does currently hold a salvage title. I just had it inspected to turn it into a rebuilt or prior salvage title in the state of Missouri. So you'll be able to register this or drive it, license it, insure it the same. It's never going to be a collector's car. This is not some cream puff that sat underneath the cover in a garage. It was, however, driven very little throughout the years, which is the best case scenario, because usually when a car sits for a long time without being driven, they fall apart. I don't even think they use this to haul anything. Can we say this? Has this back seat ever been sat in? I don't think so. It's really nice to see underneath the hood of one of these cars that is this clean and untouched. This is a very atypical buy from a tow lot. I'm not here to tell you that this happens every week or every month or every year. I've had a couple of wild cars from tow lots over the years. This is one of the exceptional ones. Most of the tow lot cars, 250,000 miles, damage everywhere, windows down, rained in, and one or both of the major drivetrain components are damaged or bad. That is the average tow lot car, because there's a reason most people don't come back for their cars. This one, I don't really know the reason, and I don't really know if I want to. I don't know who wouldn't want to come back for this. This has a lot of value. Now, I am a business. I run a full-service auto salvage business. However, that doesn't mean that everything that comes in I have to dismantle. I also have my dealer's license, which means that anything that comes in I can just as easily sell if it makes business sense. And of course, as soon as I saw the odometer in this, I knew that while I could do really well selling the engine and the transmission and the nice black interior, I know I could do well doing that stuff. That's a lot of work, and it wouldn't be right. Because this car has tons of life left in it, and a lot of the other stuff that comes in just doesn't. So I like to make my efforts count and save the cars worth saving. Now, I know I'm going to get a bunch of emails to people trying to buy this car. I think I have a few buyers for it already, so don't be too upset if I don't get back with you on this one. But I wanted to do the right thing and make a video about something, because this is very exceptional in the industry. This doesn't really happen that often, and you guys want to see different parts of my business life, even though I ended up dragging it home anyway. Try to keep my home life and my business life separate, but that didn't really work out too well. Anyway, I really hope you enjoyed this video. I know it was different, and if you didn't like it, well, there's going to be something even crazier coming in a few weeks. As always, I love all the comments, all the feedback, and even the criticism. I love it all, and I'll catch you on the next one.